This here is a brief video of my programming project for CIS 2206. This is the ER diagram that describes the databases, my movies, my client, my transactions, and my loan. These databases are all linked to each other using common values like the client ID and stuff. I'm going to do a basic walkthrough of how the program works, the general outlay of it, and show you basic operations of it. Right now you're seeing the main menu, and we've chosen option 4 here to go in and look at the admin menu. We're going to add a fictitious client here to show you how this works, adding the client into the database. Each of the menus are completely driven through submenus and connecting to the database. Right now I'm just adding the client here so that we can later go and issue a movie to the client. And as you can see here, it says that the client was added. Backing out of the admin menu by hitting 0 here, we're going to go into the list menu and we're going to list the clients. These are the different options for listing the clients: by name, by their ID, whether they have a movie out or not. So we're just going to enter the first couple letters of their names, and it's going to do a comparison to find out who has those values. And it just returned the client that we just added to the database here. So now we're going to move this thing out of the way here, and now we're going to show all of the clients by doing just a general search on open strings for their names, and it's going to return all of the clients that I have out in my database right now. Now we're going back to the main menu, and I'm going to walk through actually loaning, or I'm sorry, I'm going to be going through listing the movies that I have out there. I did a choice of list by title here, and here's all the different movies that I have out. It's showing the ratings, what type they are, Blu-ray, DVD, whether they're in or out, and what their disc condition is. Now we're going to go back a menu, back one more. Now I'm actually going to show you how the actual loan works. We're going to enter a customer's name again. It's going to pull up the client ID here on the left, and that's the number that we're going to add in so that it knows who to issue the movie to. Now we're going to enter a title of a movie we'd like to select, and it's going to return similar to the way the client did with the different types of movies, Blu-ray, DVD, in or out, with the ID number. So we're going to enter the ID number, and it's going to ask us, do we want another item? We're going to say yes, so we can issue out 2. Next one we're going to go for is the social network. I'm going to issue both of them out as Blu-ray DVDs. So we'll enter the number 2 for the social network, and then we're going to say no, that we don't want to add any more items, and that's going to complete issuing out those movies to be loaned out to the person. Now we're going to go into the list clients again, and we're going to list by name. And it's going to show you now that it's updated the count of how many movies that they have out from the original 0 down to the 2. Now I'm going to demonstrate the return portion of my program. Now we're going to enter the title of the movie we want to return. The way this works is that it's going to go through and just tell you that movie 14 was returned, but it also updated how many movies the person had out, and it also changed the movie back to having an in status. Right here it's showing from the original up there out. Now the in-out status for the movie is back in. And I'm going to show you here real quick that the number of movies that the individual has out has now been taken from 2 that we issued down to the 1. Back out a couple menus, and we're going to go ahead and quit the program. And thank you very much.